Hi, and welcome to this special pre-Purim thought. You know, Purim is a day that people struggle with. The Mishloach Manos, you have to run around the entire town, dropping off here, dropping off there, going to hear the Megillah, people jumping on your bonnets, people driving you crazy, people asking for tzedakah when you've given to that tzedakah 65 times already in that day. And many people get frustrated on Purim and feel, what is this all about? So I'd like to try and maybe give a little bit perspective to have a better Purim and a more meaningful Purim. Haman in his presentation says to King Achashverosh, Yeshno Amecha, there's one nation, Mefuzo Mefara Ben Amim, they are spread out, they are entirely separate amongst all the other nations, amongst themselves, their separations, and amongst the other nations, their separations. And therefore we should get rid of them. And we were able to beat out Haman with our achdus. We were able to beat out Haman with the fact that we all came together as one nation and were willing to stand together and counteract his evil decree. And so therefore Purim is very much about achdus, very much about unity. And Allah, the mitzvahs of Purim bring about unity. The seudah that you do, and the collecting that you do, and the reading Megillah together, and the minyan that you do, and Mishloach Manos that you do, are all there to create this unity amongst the Jewish people. But here comes the most important thing. Next Purim, or this Purim really, coming up just in a few days, you can think two ways. You can think, it's such an annoying day. People make things so difficult. Or you could say, you know what? The Jewish people gives millions and millions of pounds to tzedakah in one day in a totally unproportional way to the rest of society, as well as to the rest of the Jewish people on the rest of the year. The amount of tzedakah that is given on one day that will be given next Wednesday night and Thursday is staggering. Millions of pounds. Yes, one or two collectors might be a little bit too pushy. They might come to you too often. They might jump on your bonnet. They might block your road in the street. But you have to say to yourself, you know what? But that's not what Purim's all about. Purim's about the tzedakah. Purim's about how much money is given by the Jewish people. And yes, maybe one or two people don't really behave as collectors should behave. You sit in traffic and maybe somebody is not driving properly, but you look around and you say, you know what? Look at this. The Jewish people, hundreds, thousands of them, are going and showing appreciation to each other, showing love to each other by giving each other presents, by hugging each other openly in the street, by bringing things to their teachers to show the appreciation for what they do a whole year. The achdus that is created, the unity that's created by that is amazing. And yes, maybe sometimes it means you'll have to wait a little bit longer in traffic. And maybe sometimes it means that you won't be able to get past a car that's double and triple parked. But instead of looking at the double parked car, look at what's going on. Look how many people are becoming happier, are becoming united because of it. That should be the attitude. Haman says we are a nation that is divided, and we say we look past those divisions. The little bits and pieces that are annoying are things we can look past because we realize that there's so much good going on, and so we cannot focus on the bad. This week, focus on the good, focus on all the goodness, focus on all the happiness that's there, and the problems and the issues that annoy you this Purim will disappear. Wishing you all a very good Shabbos and a happy Purim.